channel. Merry Christmas. Hi, I'm Craftyladyetta. Welcome. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers, my old subscribers, and all in between. And I'd like to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It really lets YouTube know that you like what I do and you want me to continue doing what I do. Well, just to let you know, I appreciate you. And I appreciate all your support that you give me so much. Almost reaching the 2,000 mark. So, with all this being said, let's get crafting with our new Christmas project. Okay? Let's get started. Come on. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Craftyladyetta. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Jenga block Grinch. I'm going to tell you, you're going to need a pencil and paper again. I'm going to tell you how many blocks are each you're going to need. But before I tell you the blocks, let me tell you what else you need. You're going to need some green fur. You're going to need a face. You can either draw it or you can buy it off Amazon. I had to buy these. I didn't feel like drawing them. You're going to need some pipe cleaners, green. You're going to need some green paint to paint him. You're going to need some more material. You're going to need some red, and you're going to need some fox fur and some maybe some green little balls to go on his scarf. You're going to need wood glue. I'm using this one. This one's called Type Bond. I bought this at Walmart. And you're going to need regular Elmer's glue. You're also going to need some pre-cut napkins because we're going to paper mache again. Okay? And of course, Jenga blocks. So with all this being said, let's get started. Okay, first of all, you're going to have to write this down, okay? It's going to be a total of 219 blocks. Okay, first of all, for the top of the head, you're going to need 3 Jenga blocks. They're going to be glued side by side. Okay? The next one, you're going to need 4 Jenga blocks. And they're going to be side by side. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, first, remember we need the 3. Okay, then we're going to need the 4. And these are glued side by side. Can you see how they're glued? Like that. Then we'll put them together. Let me see if I can. Then you're going to need 8. These ones are glued stacked on top of each other. These are not side by side. See how they are? These are side by side. These are not. So you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? These are side by side, and I mean, these are not. These are side by side, and then these are on top of each other. So that's how I'll refer to them. The next one you're going to need, these are also on top of each other. Hold on. These are kind of glued together. You're going to need 8 again. The next one you're going to need, these are side by side, 5. Okay, side by side. You see how I'm doing them? Then you're going to need 6 side by side. Then you're going to need 2 rows of 7 side by side. There's 2 rows of 7 side by side. You're going to need 6 side by side. Make sure when you do this, you center them, okay? So it'll look like the Grinch. It'll have his face. Yeah, make sure that they're all centered. Then the next one you're going to need is 5 side by side. That's the head. Okay, this is the head. Now the neck has 3 side by side, 3 and then 3. That's going to be the neck. Now we're doing the body. Okay, the body is going to have 8 stacked on top of each other. See how they are? They're not side by side. They're stacked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next one is stacked up on top of each other. Not side by side. This is going to be 9. The next one's going to be 10 stacked up on top of each other. And the next one is 11 stacked up on top of each other. The next one's 12 stacked up on top of each other. 14 stacked on top of each other. 15 stacked on top of each other. 16 stacked on top of each other. another 16 stacked on top of each other, then 14 stacked on top of each other, okay? And then you're gonna need 7 side by side. See how they're side by side? They're not stacked on top of each other. And then the last one is going to be 6 side by side. So that's the body, the head, and the neck. Now the feet. I'm just going to show you, the feet is going to look like this. See it? So I'm going to tell you how you're going to do the feet. Okay? The feet, you're going to need 3 and 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to glue them on top of each other like this. Okay? It's going to look like this. See this one? So you're going to have 3. And these are stacked on top of each other. They're not side by side because you're going to glue them this way. These are the feet. You're going to need 3 stacked on top of each other because you're going to glue this in the front. Then you're going to need 2 more. See how these are? And this is going to go in the back like this. So when you do the feet will look like this. So he'll stand up. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and off camera, I'm going to glue all of this together before I show you the next step. Okay guys, I've already, excuse me for a minute. I've already glued this together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some macrame here with some napkins. Now the last time I did the other one, the gingerbread one, I was using double ply napkins. I'm not doing that this time. One of my subscribers pointed something out to me that made me think. She said that when she did her gingerbread man came out kind of lumpy. So what I'm going to do is, see, when you get these napkins, they have 2 ply. So what I did was I split the ply separate and it made it kind of very thin. You see how thin it is? So when you put it on here, you don't have to worry about it being lumpy because it should be, you know, kind of thin. You don't want to put too much paper on here, just a little bit. Let me show you. So I'm just doing a little bit right here. And I'll just put in a thin layer here. Oh, but you know what? I forgot to do something. I need to fill in the little gaps here so it'll be a nice round with the hot glue. I forgot that. And I need to round off the corners a little bit. So I'll be back when I do that. I've already smoothed the edges, and what I did was on all these corners I went ahead and put hot glue. See it? So that when we put the paper, we could just put the paper over and it'll just give it the shape. You won't have these little grooves in here. Okay. I've already started putting one paper. Take your time. I know this is time consuming. And do this. You don't want to get your little man here lumpy. So just get one piece, put it on there gently. Make sure it's smooth so that you won't have any lumps when you paint it. See how smooth it is? when I finish covering it all up, okay? Okay guys, this is the way it came out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready to paint it, and I'll be back when it's all painted, okay? It's to save time. Okay, I finished painting the Grinch. Here he is, okay? Now, what I want to do before I start putting him together, remember when I told you about use some of these rollers? I'm talking about these hair rollers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use these as his arms because they're bendable. Yeah, they're bendable. Okay? Okay, now, as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and put on his face. Okay? I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and put on my hat and his little, make him a little shirt. I'll put in the description box below where I got these. I got them off Amazon. Okay? It fixes where you can't get in. Okay. Yeah, this comes with like maybe I think 10 of them. And these come in handy because you can also put them on Christmas bulbs, which I think is something I'm going to do too, instead of drawing them on there. guys, before I put anything on the Grinch, I'm going to cover him with a clear coat of Mud Podge to seal in the paint. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here it is. So I'm just going to hot glue it on the back. Now I'm going to make his hat before I attach his arms. And then I was thinking I'm going to put his arms. Hold on. I have spider webs all over the place. I'm going to put his arms like this, like he's holding something. And I'm thinking of putting like he's holding the lights and maybe a little bulb. Or maybe a gingerbread man, girl. I don't know yet, but I know I want to put a string of lights like he's holding them. It's going to look so cute. Okay. Oh, okay. Remember, just make a big circle. Doesn't have to be too big. Came out like that. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of fur up here in the front of his feet. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay guys, this is how I did his feet. Okay? Like this. Now, since I didn't make hands for his, I'm just going to put fur on the edge of the hands to cover it, since he doesn't have hands. I could make some, but I'm not going to. This way it'll look like he's holding something, but you can't see that he doesn't have hands. Okay guys, I'm just going to put this fur on the edge here, like this, so that you can't tell he doesn't have any hands. Going to be holding something in his hands. There you go. There's one hand and then the other I'm putting it right under the fur. Right there. Okay, like this. See how cute? And then when you hold it, you can't tell he doesn't have hands. Because those will be his hands. And I need to fix this a little bit so it won't be so. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like hot glue this under his, it's gonna be right under his little fur thing here. See, I'm hot gluing it right underneath here. Okay, like that. See? Now, you see how he is? Now he's going to be holding some lights. And then I'll glue his legs last. So let me put a string of lights. These lights, I got them at Hobby Lobby. They were $2.98 with, but they were also 60% off the day I went. So that's the best time to get them at Hobby Lobby. Like that. guys, I found this piece of wire. So, let's see. Put this through here. Put it here like he's holding it. There you go. Let's cut this string here. And now I'm just going to glue his legs and then we'll see what he looks like. Okay everyone, here's the finished product. I thought it came out super cute. So if you like what I do, please subscribe, tap that notification bell, and YouTube will notify you of any and all upcoming videos, and share. Okay, well, with all this in mind, keep on crafting, and don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing some more Jenga block projects. I think you'll like them. I'm going to do a nutcracker and an elf. Okay, so keep on crafting. Bye.